cost him less than the spin. So, De Quesada, I am very, very impressed with this. This is a quality field he's driving away from. Jared Thomas doing a great job in the debut outing for his team. And that car, JT, I've had a little dabble before in GT racing. I seem to remember running an AMG in a 4-hour race at Daytona in the past, Jeremy.
Yeah, did they run an Aston as well? No, maybe I'm thinking. Maybe I'm.
Was it an Aston or was it? No, you might be right. Was it an Aston?
I can't remember now.
Was it an AMG? I think it was an AMG.
Maybe. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
I can look that up.
I've got Shea in my ear now, telling me it's Mercedes. So let's see if we can bring Shea to the. Let's see if we can bring Shea to the listeners and viewers as well. Our BDO pit lane reporter. Good afternoon, Shea, in the sunshine. A bit of a hectic start in some ways, but we've got a race going.
Good afternoon, John and Jeremy. It is a beautiful day down here in Mid-Ohio, and you know, it's almost as if I knew what direction you guys were going to go in.
I'm afraid. So let's get back to the action, and as the TCR cars continue their battle, getting very, very close indeed. Whitmer and Ortiz have around about half a second on the rest of the field, but they are now bottled up behind a couple of the GS cars. Ken Fukuda and Sean Quinlan are at the back of the GS field. They are very quick down the straights, but the TCR cars, generally speaking, are at least as quick as a GS car through the twisty stuff, and depending on the driver sometimes, Jeremy, they can be even a little bit quicker.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I was talking about before we, as the caution came out. At the start of the race, there's a split start, so the GS cars are quite a long way ahead, but now it makes it really, really tricky. You've got to be super patient here as the TCR leader. Kuno Whitmer, of course, he's got lots of experience, not only for himself, but the entire racing Whitmer family as well. There's 4 brothers who've all had success in this sport. But it's testing now because he's a lot quicker through the corners than those 2 cars ahead of him. But on the straightaways, they just, the guys, GT4 cars put their foot down and away they go. So how you deal with that? You've got to kind of pounce, somewhere through madness. 5, 6, 7, 8. Those corners there is your best opportunity. But the problem is you've lost so much ground down the straight. It's hard to make it up again. Annoying.
Indeed. So sorry, if I'm going to actually say something, I do have to turn my microphone on. I'm awash with equipment at the moment. 3:27 and 57 seconds to go, and this race still has the tactical side of things to play out. We are looking in each class for our Michelin moment of the race. That's between Shea, Jeremy and myself. That will tend to leave towards the last 15 minutes or so, and then we'll dive in and make our decisions, one in TCR, one in the top class of GS. Across the line for the TCR battle, still caught up behind the Mustang and the Aston. The Skip Barber coloured Aston looks absolutely fabulous, doesn't it?
It does look good, doesn't it? You're absolutely right, yeah. And it's good to see that car back here. And that car didn't make its debut as anticipated at Daytona because of a crash during practice. They subsequently missed Sebring, but then came back at WorldTech Raceway Laguna Seca to make their debut. So now, having been edged wide a little bit there, Ken Fukuda is going to fall to the tail of this train of cars, and now they're going to. The TCR leaders are going to try and track down and do the same sort of thing if they can to Sean Quinlan.
This Le Mans 24-hour week, and we're kicking it off with a really busy weekend of IMSA action from Mid-Ohio Sports Car Course. Thank you for joining us on RS2, the home of IMSA Radio, of course, around the circuit, and on 91.2 FM at the Circuit de la Sarthe. Those of you who've been listening to our test day coverage. Good crowd here for the weekend. Absolutely outstanding piece of motor racing that we are watching at the moment. Shea Adam has been on the beat in the pit lane and can bring us a BDO pit lane update after that absolutely horrid looking pit stop for Mia McLaren. That was very, very frustrating for everybody concerned. I was getting frustrated, and I'm sitting in the Ford Performance Global Broadcast Centre.
Yeah, and the most frustrating part of it all, they don't know what caused it. I went over to Carl on the box, the big brain behind me, and I said, air jack or air bottle malfunction? And he goes, that's just it. We don't know. So they were changing out not just the primary air bottle, but the secondary as well, because both seem to have failed. The next time they come in for a pit stop, they'll try putting the car up on the air jacks. But as we talked about, the tire degradation being so much less, maybe they don't need to change tires again for a little while. Maybe they can try and figure out a solution. But there's a lot of glum faces down here.
And the problem is it's not going to fix itself, Jeremy. That is the thing, and that means every time that they come back into the pit lane, they are likely to have the same issue, unless they... and Shea, I know you're listening, Shea. I'd like you to ask one of our IMSA pit lane officials, please, Johnny Notto, one of our hard-working team, are they allowed to do a pit stop with the side jack? Another lap where I won't have to worry about you. And off goes the Skip Barber, Aston, the 16 car. As that car has had an eventful day. Will Lambros in 18th in GS, 27th overall. Car looks an absolute picture with that livery. That's another turn 9 run on there. Another